Welcome, NGFL fans, to the Atlantic Conference Championship. My name is Eddie Bauer. Joining me, I have Jimmy Knight.
Eddie, looking forward to a great Atlantic Conference Championship game today.
Absolutely, and speaking of that, in the Atlantic Conference Championship, we have the Pittsburgh Steel in New York versus the New York Grizzlies.
Two really high-powered offenses going to face off today. It's going to be interesting to see who can get the upper hand in this game. You look at the stars of the game. Guy to really watch for the Pittsburgh Steel, Zach Lott, been very important to their success this year. They have to get him going early and often in this game. The New York Grizzlies, the real question for me is, what is this quarterback, this young quarterback, Josh Wagner, going to do against this Pittsburgh Steel defense? He's a young gun in a starting position, a playoff game.
At the coin toss.
We'll make the selection. What is the call?
Give us heads.
It is tails.
Grizzlies won the toss and elect to receive.
The Grizzlies have won the
So we'll
toss
see
and select to
Wagner
receive.
come out first to see what he can do versus this Pittsburgh Steel defense. I personally think this is going to be a defensive game. Both defenses are high-powered. I don't predict a lot of scoring in this game, but we'll see. Fitzgerald from the 10 gets down to about the 28-yard line. Start the first drive of the game for the New York Grizzlies.
Good return there by Fitzgerald. Breaks the tackle, able to pick up a couple extra yards. That's what you want from your man on the first return of the game. Put yourself in a good position.
And for the new fans out there, we got the Grizzlies wearing blue jerseys with white pants and Pittsburgh Steel in all white. With Reyes, first carry of the game, gets about a yard. Not much going on the running attack on the first play. And talking about Wagner, Josh Wagner, his first couple of games out being a starting quarterback of the Grizzlies, normally ran by Middlebrooks, but they've still been winning. The defense has been keeping them in the game as they hand back the ball to Reyes again, and he loses 2 yards this time. Houston Tucker beating him as soon as he gets the ball.
Houston Tucker here, playing the gap, able to get off the block and make a play. Defensive tackle position. We're talking about Josh Wagner stepping into his role as a starting quarterback, a young guy. This is his first playoff start in the NGFL. Has had a really successful season, and that's because of the star power around him.
Absolutely. Josh Wagner back to pass and throws it short, and I don't know what happened there. He just dropped it.
In that situation, he's thinking about getting upfield before he actually makes the catch. If he did secure that ball, he had a chance at a first down there. He was wide open. Middle of the field. Lots of green to run from. But you got to finish catch.
Yeah, that definitely would have been a first down for sure. Had no one around them. Grizzlies lining up to punt on their own 27-yard line. Punts away. And fair catch, and that's by Petey Sanchez of the Pittsburgh Steel, rookie, drafted this year. All right, now we have the Pittsburgh Steel starting on their own 41-yard line for their first drive of the Atlantic Conference Championship. Harold Ortiz surveying the field. And hand off to Zach Lott. Breaks a tackle and gains about 3 yards.
Be a tendency to look for in this game is Zach Lott was actually lined up offset the quarterback. He was outside the framework of the quarterback in the backfield, not in your typical I formation, but just behind the quarterback. He was offset. Really be something to keep an eye on in this game.
Ortiz sees something in the defense. He's switching it up. Maybe another run to Zach Lott here, and it is. Oh, big gain here. Breaks a tackle. First down into New York territory at the 43-yard line.
Talked about it in pregame. Got to get Zach Lott involved early and often, and I think that's going to be the game plan here for the Steel.
First and 10.
Now it's 1st and 10 in the New York's 43-yard line. Pittsburgh in New York territory. First pass over the middle, and that was 4 guys there. I'm not sure what Mortiz was thinking there.
And not a good decision there. Going into triple coverage, and we take a look at it. Okay, we won't take a look at it. As the trucker giving me a hard time already. But, just there was a window there. It was a really small window. Tried to thread the needle, and the linebacker was underneath that route. Pass the coverage.
2nd and 10 again at the 43-yard line. Mortiz back to pass. Throws it short this time. Ooh, big hit. But that was caught by their tight end, Aaron Brennan.
That could be an important part of this offense today. Going to take some heat off the quarterback. The safety blanket here.
Mortiz back to pass again, short of a first down marker. It is now 4th and 2 in New York's 35-yard line. And that was Nagy with the catch. Looks like Pittsburgh is going to maybe punt.
Interesting choice. Punt here.
Oh, no, they're going for it. Let's see what happens.
I like it. Put dice early in this game.
Maybe Mortiz is... Mortiz looks like he was trying to draw him outside. Maybe we'll see the punting unit coming out now.
We're going to see a 4th down play early in this game. I thought the Steel were going to come out really ready to take it to the New York Grizzlies.
They only need a couple here. So let's buckle down, guys.
And Fletcher is going back to punt. Punts away. Looks like it's a high one. And fair caught by Fitzgerald on New York's 17-yard line. So the Grizzlies is coming out for their 2nd drive in the first half. Hopefully we can see some drive by the Grizzlies this time around.
Not sure that punt is exactly what Fletcher wanted. Probably wanted to get the ball inside the 10, inside the 20. Pretty decent starting position for your defense.
And that's Reyes again, caught once again by Mo at the middle linebacker position, number 57. And they're hurrying up the offense here.
Turning up the tempo.
Wagner turning up the tempo, handed again to Reyes, and Houston Tucker's there waiting for him again for a loss on the play. 3rd and 10.
Spurs are pressing.
Fitzgerald breaks the tackle and gets the first down. It's 1st and 10, New York Grizzlies still in the hurry up.
Yeah, I like this. Turning up the pressure on this Steel defense, going to try and keep them off balance. I like it.
Reyes again gains a yard. It's kind of hard to keep up with this high-tempoed offense they got. Coach has them well-conditioned. Hand again to Reyes. Gains about 2 yards, but the Pittsburgh Steel was waiting for him there. 3rd and 8 for the Grizzlies.
I did not think the Steel were really in the front that they wanted to be in. At the snap, they were in a shift, moving that defensive front toward the strength and still able to make the play. We've got a
back 4 wide receiver set.
I think we're going to be in cover 3 here. Cover 3 shell.
Back to pass, throws it short. Ooh, makes a move, and he's able to power through for the first down.
A little crossing route here from number 13. That is RJ Castillo. Across, just gets underneath the coverage and able to make a heck of a nice little move there. First down.
1st and 10 Grizzlies. Wagner back to pass again. Out route. Oh. I'm not sure what's up with the Grizzlies receivers, but that's about the 3rd drop ball so far.
And just an outright drop. I mean, Wagner put it right where it needed to be, and he just could not finish the play. Not going to be sticking around in a league like the NGFL if you can't make a simple catch, an out route like that.
Back to pass. Throws it deep, has a man. Oh, and that's James Solomon Foster able to jump into that post route, or corner route, I should say, almost able to pick that off.
Logan Foster in the free safety position, just reading the quarterback on that play. He does what a lot of coaches call run the route for him. Wide receiver runs a corner route, he sees it, stays over the top, and finishes the route for him as they come out with trips on the bottom of your screen.
Wagner back to pass again, throws it deep. Oh, picked off. And that is Abdul Hodge. He just recently won the award for the best safety of the year this season. Congrats to him, and another congrats to him for that interception.
A great play. I mean, a little bit of teamwork there. Looked like maybe a linebacker tipped the ball up, and Abdul Hodge able to make the catch, and a nice little return for the defensive back. Safety in the league.
Looking at an offset eye again from the steal. Zach Lott over to the left. Oh, blown coverage, but Mortiz couldn't get the ball there. He was too excited and let it go. A little too strong.
York was at a 50 front. They had 5 down linemen. Not enough defensive backs for that specific package from the steal. They just missed an opportunity there for an easy touchdown.
Mortiz under center. Zach offset left again. Hand off to Zach. Trying to get to the edge. Breaks a tackle and met by 2 defenders there. He's not breaking that. All right, so it's 3rd and 9 for the Pittsburgh Steel on their own 44-yard line. I'm assuming they're going to come out with a pass on this play, but let's see.
Again, offset. The bottom of the screen here.
Got trips down the bottom there. Mortiz back to pass. Throws it across the middle to Nagy again, and looks like the safety, number 27, he was right there for the Grizzlies. That is Matt Craig for the Grizzlies. Just free safety coming in to stop that play before it can go any further. Still back to punt. Let's see if Fletcher can get it inside the 20 again. This time is right at the 10-yard line. Almost a broken tackle by Fitzgerald and a big hit, bringing them down to the New York's own 20-yard line. 1st and 10 for the New York Grizzlies.
I think this is going to be a really important drive for both teams. Gone back and forth with punts here. This young Josh Wagner is really going to need some success in this drive to try and build a rhythm.
Now, I would like to take the moment to shout out Chris Colin, head coach of the New York Grizzlies. You can tell he's changed up his playbook a little bit. There's more, with another interception. This time with the linebacker who tipped the last one. Oh, no, that's Logan Foster with the interception off the tip.
I'm not even 100% sure what happened here. It was just a mass of humanity, and I don't know how it comes up with this. Oh, my goodness.
It looked like Abdul Hodge got a hand in there as the ball was coming in, and Logan was just there to pick it up before it hit the ground. But, the Grizzlies don't have the ball anymore. But one thing I noticed so far, Chris Colin has definitely went more to the short intermediate routes versus the deep routes with their rookie quarterback. Mortiz down for the sack. Not how you want to start the Pittsburgh Steel's drive here late in the first quarter.
Not at all. And what this is, that was just pure surge by this Grizzly defensive front. They pushed back the line of scrimmage. They created a new line of scrimmage about 3 yards behind the actual line of scrimmage on that play. You get a bunch formation here on the bottom of your screen.
And still, the Grizzlies got another pass rush, and Mortiz just got it out of there. And Zach Lott, he ran out of real estate.
And I'm probably not the most accurate pass you're going to see today. Kind of led Lott out to the sideline. What a loss of 1 here. So we're looking at 3rd and 17.
Mortiz under center again, back to pass, throws it deep, got a man this time. And that is Travis Stafford walking into the end zone for a touchdown.
Like just a blown coverage. It's like the corner thought maybe he has safety help behind him. Stafford gets right behind him, top off the defense. Well, after that, it's just elementary.
Yeah, I agree there. It looked like he thought he had help there. What was that? 31. That was Justice Payne. He was in at cover 2, and Stafford left him behind. All right, so we finally got a score. We got the Pittsburgh Steel. Pending field goal will be 7-0, still leading in the Atlantic Conference Championship of NGFL Season 4.
It's a 60-minute game. We're in this to the end. That's right. No need to panic, fellas.
Pittsburgh still here to kick it off toward the latter part of the first quarter. Got a good kick here by Worthington. Fitzgerald breaks a tackle, gets down to the 30-yard line. Number 95 for the Steel needed help to bring down Big Fitzgerald's frame there. It's a big boy.
Yeah, Fitzgerald, very large individual, has the ability to really break them and put his team in a good situation, better situation than a lot of returners in this league to come out here.
Absolutely. Wagner back to pass. Oh, another deep pass. And there we got James Solomon Foster bringing him down, but what a catch by Deshaun Smith there. Looks like it was a little bit of a seam route, getting right to the sideline.
A little deja vu here. Looks like the corner, playing hard corner, playing a low cover 2 corner, thinks he has help. The safety can't get over in time against that little sail route or corner route.
Empty backfield for the Grizzlies after the deep pass. Over the middle again. And this time it's caught. Big hit by James Solomon Foster, number 80 for the Grizzlies. A little slow to get up, but he's up celebrating right now. And that was Steph Morgan for the Grizzlies.
Morgan going to show us the other way to attack cover 2. You could go to the outside, or you can split the safeties with the post route. And Josh Wagner delivers an absolute strike for the first down.
Strategy here for the offensive coordinator of the Grizzlies was put the Steel to sleep so Wagner can throw it over their head.
Hey, you might start to lull them to sleep, but sometimes the monster gets woken up, and big number 97 Fuller is very much awake, and I think that running back need a minute to wake up after getting smoked in the backfield on that play.
2nd and 12 from the iron 22-yard line.
Empty backfield again for the Grizzlies. Wagner back to pass again. Short route, almost lofted. 88 catches the ball. Able to get away. Gained about 2 more yards for a gain of 3.
That's Sean Nicholson on the reception, the tight end. Almost a hospital pass there. The way he lofted it up in the air, Nicholson able to pull it down and try and make something out of it as he gained 3 yards on the play. I mean, man coverage here. Deal.
Back to pass, steps up in the pocket, throws it short again. Wow, what a catch. Looks like that's RJ Castillo again, showing his hands and how he can keep his feet in bounds.
Hey, he really toe-tapped the sideline there. That was a nice catch. Really decent pass rush from the Steel front. Josh Wagner able to keep his composure and deliver a nice pass, and they just came up short. Here we see the field goal attempt.
That's nice to show, someone that's been backup of Middlebrooks all season long is able to step in, essentially in the big time. We're in the playoffs now, Atlantic Conference Championship, and that's a big time pass.
Jeffery Davis will the first quarter here with a field goal, 31-yard field goal. Grizzlies.
Yep, Jeffery Davis, short leg kicker for the Grizzlies. He keeps them in a lot of games with his leg, and just like that, they're only down 4 points to the Steel. Davis here with the kickoff. And we got Sanchez receiving right at the goal line. Gets it to about the 23-yard line as the Pittsburgh Steel comes out, 1st and 10.
First and 10 from the iron 24-yard.
We got an offset eye again with 2 receivers at the bottom of your screen there. With a handoff to Zach Lawton. Woo! That was a hell of a hit there.
A big dog making a play here. Look at Frederick, the linebacker position. The Steelers, this offset eye, it's a tell. They're going to run the draw play more times than not. We're going to see the same formation here.
This time with 3 receivers. This time Ortiz back to pass, steps back, almost picked off.
The defensive end breathe had his neck when he made that throw. Jay Coker.
And that was Jay Coker there, almost with the interception.
Coker, a former Chicago Ghost and Sioux Falls Spirit, for finding his way to the New York Grizzlies.
He's back to pass again. Moving, and he can't get away. And again, that is Cooter Jeffery IV with his 2nd sack of the game.
I think Cooter Jefferies IV is good. I wonder how good the 3rd and 2nd are.
Yeah, they definitely got a bloodline here. One of them being a coach here for the Jackson Crabs. Fletcher back to kick the punt, and it's off. Looks like it's another high one. Pittsburgh still is aware of the legs of Fitzgerald and don't want to get him a return.
I want to go back to that sack that we just saw. That's what we like to call a coverage sack. Coverage downfield was tight, kept them nice and peeled up, and allowed that defensive front, those 5 defensive players, to get off blocks and get to the quarterback.
We're in a shotgun formation with 2 backs. Hands off to Reyes. This time he has some room, breaks a tackle, dragging people, able to get a nice 8-yard gain. You don't see that a lot from Reyes, dragging people around with him being a shifty back, but he showed his strength there.
Big time games, gotta have big time moments, and smaller back, a little bit of that playoff steam, show what he can do with the power game. The I formation here.
Again to Reyes, using that momentum. It looks like he gains another yard.
Just second effort on that play. It's a game of inches. We were looking at 3rd and 1 here.
3rd and inches from the iron.
Now 3rd and 1. The Pittsburgh still 39-yard line. They're driving. Hand off to pass to Reyes. Doesn't get the block. 46 misses this block there and allows the linebacker for the Steel to come in and make the play in the backfield, give him a loss of 2.
Delberg just whiffed. Had an opportunity for a 1st down and more. I think that Reyes would make the best of that situation and pick up an extra 4 or 5 yards on that play.
And the Grizzlies punting here. And a much better punt than Fletcher's been doing. Gets them down right at the goal line. This is going to be tough for the Pittsburgh Steel. It's 100 yards to go.
Turning on the 6-inch line here for Ortiz and the Steel offense. Be interesting to see what they do when they're playing out of the shadow of their own goal line.
Looks like they got single back, 3 wide receivers. It would be smart if they ran here, which they do. Breaks a tackle and is able to gain a yard. Barely gained a yard, but he forward progress. Referees gave it to him.
The crowd came alive. They're thinking Jay Coker just picked up 2 points in the ball back. Back lot has other plans. Trying to buy themselves some space here. They did gain 1 yard.
Oh, I don't know about that decision there with the draw play. Chris Colin was able to come in there and stuff him in the back in the end zone for 2 points.
The safety, not a big fan of calling the draw play in your own end zone, but there's a reason why the coach is doing what he's doing today, and I'm up here, so I won't question it too much.
Big hit. 22 tried to got some yards there, but big hit there brought him down a little bit earlier than he wanted to. And I believe that was tight end Donald Brown with that hit.
Pads are popping today, Eddie. These guys really want to play for the NGFL championship next week.
Absolutely. Grizzlies in a single back. Wagner back to pass. Oh, and he's sacked quickly by Mike Ripley. I definitely didn't plan that run.
Ripley just able to get off a block and find his way home. That's what you're looking for a defensive end.
All right, we're in I formation now for the Grizzlies with Wagner back to pass. Almost picked by Abdul Hodge. Wagner shows there he doesn't have the greatest arm, so he couldn't get it to where his receiver was going.
Third and 14 from your Grizzlies, 37 yards.
3rd and 14 for the Grizzlies. I expect pass here, which it is. Wagner back to pass, throws it very short. Breaks a tackle. But we have someone coming to clean it up there. It looks like that was number 36 for the Pittsburgh Steel. That was Stephen Thompson stopping Fitzgerald there.
Grizzlies are utilizing bunch formations to try and create chaos and confusion. A lot of crossing routes coming out of that bunch formation, but it didn't fool the Steel in that play at all.
Sanchez going nowhere, getting game tackled. Pittsburgh Steel starting on their own 26-yard line, 1st and 10.
Coverage, and in a tight game like this, plays like that are way more important than one would think. A game that's to be decided by less than 3 points, both teams are going to be extremely important as we continue on.
Doing a single back formation. Mortiz back to pass. Quick pass, quickly intercepted with a nice return. Number 67 for the Steel is able to bring him down inside the 10-yard line. That's definitely not what you want to happen if you're a Pittsburgh Steel player or a Pittsburgh Steel fan.
Oh, not at all. Bryant Bunkley in the cover 3 well, stepping in front of the receiver, taking the ball away, and having a heck of a return. I think he was sinking 6 on that play. Sure looked like number 67. Big Everett Campbell had different plans on that one.
You got an I formation for the Grizzlies with Wagner back to pass. Short out route. Taken down by number 22 for the Steel. And that was Deshaun Smith for the Grizzlies on the reception. With Lance Thurman with the tackle.
Second and goal from the iron.
2nd and goal for the Grizzlies. Oh, Wagner able to get someone offside and was sacked. And it looks like that play is going to offset because not only did Mike Ripley go offside, he got the sack.
Number 96, deep half the distance to the goal. Repeat, 2nd down.
So they gained 5 yards versus losing 3.
And it's always a good-looking play when you can get a head start.
Absolutely. He's already halfway in the backfield.
Dig in, fellas.
It was a free play for the Grizzlies.
Nobody crosses that goal line.
Second and goal.
All right, second and goal for the Grizzlies on the Pittsburgh Steel's 3-yard line. I formation, hands off to Reyes, almost untouched, but was met by the hard-hitting safety. Oh no, that was a linebacker. Looks like he was playing a little bit farther back. That was Morgan McDaniel, longtime player for the Steel, previously the Richmond Renegades. Wagner back to pass again, a little bit of pressure, gets rid of it to Reyes, and you might as well throw it away there.
Nice play there by the Steel defense. Everyone stays home, does their job, and able to rally to that swing route. Not allow the New York Grizzlies to score on that play.
And like I mentioned before, Jeffery Davis, he's back here to kick. He's very accurate, very strong leg. This will put the Grizzlies up by 1 point. 20-yard field goal there.
Wagner able to handle that high snap.
High snap, was able to get it down, was able to turn it around for the kicker. That way he can get it, the kicker could do his job. Wagner showing composure inside the pocket as well as a hold it for the kicker.
Right, that's a play that we might want to set back in our minds and look back on later in this game. Maybe a pivotal save by young Josh Wagner.
Yeah, so far between both teams being 15 points scored late in the second quarter, it could definitely be the deciding factor of this game. So the Steel's going to come out on their own 27-yard line. Hopefully Mortiz gets that interception out of his mind. Let's see what the Steel's able to do on this drive. Mortiz back to pass. Swing route to Zach Lott and stuffed.
These teams have one thing in common, and that's these defense. They swarm to the ball, or as I like to say, they rally to the ball. Don't care about short underneath routes because they know all 11 men are going to be working to get to the ball.
Absolutely, and on that play, that was Ty Nathan with the open field tackle. Mortiz back to pass again, deep drop, throws it deep, and he has it, man. That is Vance. No man in front of him. Basically able to walk into the end zone as he does his little dance.
Interesting on this play is the New York Grizzlies didn't send blitzer. They just had their front four applying pressure, and they didn't get any pressure on Mortiz. He was able to sit in the pocket, wait for that play to develop, and just deliver an absolute strike advance.
So, and with another lead change, we have the Pittsburgh Steel up currently 13-8, pending the field goal or the extra point. So we got Pittsburgh Steel up over the New York Grizzlies 14-8 late into the second quarter.
And folks at home, don't let this be any indicator of what this game is going to be like going forward. I don't think 14-8 is going to be the final. I don't think this is going to be the final margin of victory for either team.
Yeah, with the Pittsburgh Steel and the Grizzlies, I mean, they have a rivalry that goes all the way back to the beginning of the NGFL in Season 1. The Pittsburgh Steel, then Renegades, knocked out the Grizzlies to go on to win the championship. Season 2, same exact thing. Season 3 was actually Grizzlies knocking out then the Richmond Renegades, and here they meet again in the playoffs. So this rivalry runs deep. Wagner back to pass, hit as he threw, but had a man. RJ Castillo
3 yards on 3 catch with Castillo been the top target for Wagner, and Wagner takes the shot here to deliver this absolutely beautiful ball, drops it right in the hole behind the linebacker, but between the safeties for a big first down.
And that's a big-time throw for Wagner. With a man bringing him down, he's still able to make that pass. Strong eye, Wagner back to pass, throws it short this time. With about 5 still players there, it's able to bring down Nicholson pretty quickly there. But hurry up offense again by the Grizzlies. This time handoff to Reyes. Brought down by number 55 for the steal. That time it was Omer Bryan. Wagner back to pass again. This time a lofty pass. And looks like that was Logan Foster. Yep, able to break up that pass there to Fitzgerald.
I'm a fan of what Wagner did on that play. Didn't actually take a drop. He took the snap, just stood right where he took the snap from. There was no step, was no timing and rhythm to that throw. He just kind of stopped, turned, and tossed it. And as you can see, it was an ill-advised throw.
If you're a quarterback coach, you're probably pulling your hair out right now with that pass. But Wagner, he trusts Fitzgerald. He's bigger than Logan Foster, but Logan Foster was able to show his ups there and knock it away as Jeffery Davis kicks another field goal, bringing the Grizzlies within 3 points. 14-11, Pittsburgh Steel. Jeffery Davis with the kickoff. Sanchez receives it about the 1-yard line. A little bit of a return and big hit there, but he's able to bring it down to the 25-yard line. So 1st and 10 for the Pittsburgh Steel on their own 25.
1st and 10 from the iron 25-yard.
Lott offset to the left of Mortiz. Mortiz back to pass. Throws it to Zach Lott quickly. And he is met by, looks like it was, no, that was Frederick. Out middle linebacker, showing his speed, able to get out there to the flats and bring him down before he can get some more yards. So 2nd and 7 for the Pittsburgh Steel.
2nd and 7.
Frederick, I don't have him on my roster here, but Frederick is a guy that plays sideline to sideline. And he's really showing it in this game. Come on, 2nd and 7 here. Looks like they're going to play off man here.
Hand off to Zach Lott again. Gains 5 yards, or 2 yards, I should say. Bringing it still to 3rd and 5 from their own 30-yard line.
The Grizzlies defense doing a really good job, for the most part, containing Zach Lott. I imagine that was the game plan all week long.
And off Zach Lott again, and met in the backfield, taken down very quickly. That was Matt Craig for the Grizzlies from the free safety spot, bringing him down in the backfield.
Craig was actually screwed down. He was playing down near the line of scrimmage on that play. He was able to stay home and play on the edge and keep the edge to force the issue. Zach Lott bringing back. Excellent play from the safety's position.
Fletcher with the punt again. Still running the clock down. Now the punt's off. Fitzgerald, quick spin move, able to make a guy miss, but 36 was able to hold on, bring him down at the 40-yard line of New York. 1st and 10, New York Grizzlies.
New York has 45 seconds to work, 3 timeouts, which means this 45 seconds is just about an eternity. Now, the one thing that they do have that's really a disadvantage, possibly, a young quarterback who's not used to the situation.
Leap to Reyes, not able to go nowhere. Stopped by Logan Foster. Coming from the corner spot, looked like he was playing a cover 2. Shot down and make that tackle.
I love when the defensive backs are involved in the run game. These steel defenders. defensive backs here.
2nd and 10. Ball at 40 yards.
All right, we got the Grizzlies in a single back formation. We got 2 receivers up top.
Look like they're to cover.
Hopefully it's another run, and Reyes not able to go anywhere. That time he was taken down by Iron Fist Wakamastsu for the Pittsburgh Steel at defensive end.
Well, the old Iron Fist could make a great play to get off a block and bring down the running back for a loss.
Got it? Good. Break.
3rd and 14. Ball at 36 yards.
And now it's 3rd and 15 for the Grizzlies.
Kazuya Wakamatsu. Probably one of my favorite names in the NGFL.
Wagner back to pass, out route to Fitzgerald, falls down, not able to gain more yards, and Lance Thurman was there to tag him down, and it's 4th and 11 for the Grizzlies now.
Looks like Pittsburgh is going to be content with letting New York run the clock down and go to the half here.
Your Grizzlies are back to punt.
Yeah, that's a good point. They didn't call a timeout there after stopping them. Gives the Grizzlies an opportunity to run the clock down here. And it looks like they're doing just that.
We shouldn't even see a snap here.
Yeah, that might have been a fault by the long snapper there. Able to get it to P.D. Sanchez, but the Grizzlies was there either way. Not much of a return. As we go into halftime, we have a defensive game, just like I predicted earlier. We have the Pittsburgh Steel up 14 to the New York Grizzlies 11.
Your Grizzlies 11.
All right, welcome back, NGFL fans, to the second half. We have Pittsburgh Steel leading the New York Grizzlies 14-11. Grizzlies won the toss at the beginning of the game and received, so they are kicking off for the second half to the Pittsburgh Steel. Davis with the kickoff. We have Sanchez receiving it at about the 4-yard line. Ooh, not able to break that tackle by that receiver. Straight decimated him. but he's able to get to the 21-yard line. So with the first drive of the second half, we got Pittsburgh still 1st and 10 on their own 21-yard line. Looks like they're in a single back, 4 wide receiver with trips to the top of your screen, or a bunch to the top of your screen. Mortiz hands off to Zach Lott, tried to spin, almost broke the tackle, but Bunkley, who had an interception earlier in this game, was able to clean up that tackle.
The draw play really not fooling anybody here tonight. Both teams trying to make use of it. I think it's because they had so much success in the pass game. We really want to try and set up this run game. It's not working against this Grizzly defense.
Mortiz back to pass, quick pass, and Kevin Vance looks like when the corner tried to knock the ball down, got in his way and hit Vance right on the head. Third and 8 for the Pittsburgh Steel. Mortiz back to pass again, steps in the pocket and throws a wild pass. And Craig is able to knock it down there.
Not exactly a advisable throw, going across the body while moving to the opposite side of the field. Really lucky that he didn't throw that one to a defender, and if he had, easy fix on that play.
Yeah, definitely don't want to throw across the body on the other side of this on the field if you're a pro quarterback. Fletcher with the punt. Received by Fitzgerald, breaks the tackle, and then cleaned up. Was brought down by number 35 for the Pittsburgh Steel. That is Lonnie Brown, strong safety.
Listen up. We got iPro 90Z quick out. Let's make it count. Break.
1st and 10.
Looks like the Grizzlies is going to come out passing here from the I formation. Wagner back to pass, throws a quick one to their fullback. It's a nice 8-yard gain there. Can't be too upset with that one. That was caught by number 43, Elmer Woodworth.
Woodworth just working against the zone, finds some quiet space, and Wagner able to deliver a really fast and hard toss. A gain of 8 yards here.
Now we're in a weak eye. Hand off to Reyes. Got some room this time. Tried to make a move. Got the first down. But was brought down soon after by James Solomon Foster and Mike Ripley.
Play call. I like the running to the weak side. Maybe something we see a little bit more is New York trying to establish a run game, something that really didn't happen in the first half as they come back out again with the weak eye.
This time Wagner back to pass. Throws a quick out. This time it's caught. Whoa! Able to keep his feet in bounds and gained a first down. I don't know how he defied the laws of physics there, but he kept his feet in bounds and kept moving.
I'm really not sure. That's a good challenge. I don't think
The iron.
the receiver was who was that receiver? That was Deshaun Fitzgerald.
John Smith with an out route here, covered by Lance Thurman. He got his feet in bounds, but Thurman tried to push him out, but couldn't.
I'm pretty sure that left foot touched the white of the stripe here.
After review, the player stepped out of bounds. The iron will not be charged with a timeout.
So Coach Williams went with his gut,
Down.
threw the challenge flag, and it went the Pittsburgh Steel's way. So that'll negate the first down of the Grizzlies, bringing it down when he stepped out. So it's 2nd and 5 for the New York Grizzlies on the Pittsburgh Steel 41-yard line. Got split back set. Reyes gets some room this time. Tried to break the tackle of Moe, but William Moe's able to bring it down before he can get any more yards than he already has. That was a good run by Reyes. Reyes seemed to have a little more pep in his step in that run.
And the Grizzlies up front did a heck of a job of stealing that sweep play, allowing Reyes to get to the edge untouched and make something happen.
Doing a regular single back with Wagner changing the play at the line. This time's a pass. Throws a lofty one to Fitzgerald. That was a pretty nice ball.
And that was spot on perfect to Fitzgerald. Though he anticipated the defensive back flying up to make a play, and he just feathered it over the head. It looked like a safety coming down.
This time in a strong guy formation.
Steeler really pulled off the line of scrimmage in the defensive backfield so far this half.
Wagner back to pass, deep pass, one-handed grab by R.J. Castillo down at the Pittsburgh's 3-yard line. Look at this pass here. First is a beautiful pass, and Castillo trusting his hands with the one-hand grab there.
I think I'm going to argue with you a little bit, Eddie, though. I think Wagner could have led Castillo a little bit more to the outside. I think that pass might have been a little off, and Castillo made a heck of an adjustment to make that grab as they come out in the I formation.
That play going nowhere to Reyes with half of the Steel defense there to tackle him in the backfield.
Talked about in the first half, Steel defense, they love to rally to the ball. No change here in the second half. Yeah, the Grizzlies really need to figure out something else, what to do here in the red zone rather than those swing passes and those short checkdowns to Reyes. They need to get someone else involved.
Split back, Wagner back to pass, another swing route, and nothing doing. This time tackled by Morgan. I'm sorry. His last name is Morgan. First name is, let me find him. Actually, I'm sorry. That was Omar Bryan with the tackle. Thought it was Morgan McDaniel.
Focus on this one. Break.
Goal here, really want to see the Grizzlies get their tight end, their big tight end, Sean Nicholson, involved here. I mean, this is prime time for the big man, and they don't even have him on the field.
And the single back 3-wide receiver set throws a dangerous pass across the middle. And that was knocked down, trying to get it to Fitzgerald.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you. I hate the play calling here in the red zone from the New York Grizzlies. I think throughout the whole drive was fantastically called until they get into the red zone, and it's like they lose their mind. I don't understand it. Got the players to get in the end zone. Just do what you do. Run the ball and get your big tight end involved. Missed opportunity for the Grizzlies.
We got Davis with the 24-yard field goal. That's good. And the Grizzlies was able to drive down and fizzled out in the red zone, but Jeffery Davis was able to get some points on the board. At this point, it is now tied. Pittsburgh Steel 14, New York Grizzlies 14. Kickoff away. Caught by right at about the 3-yard line, but Petey Sanchez makes a man miss. But number 92 for the Grizzlies able to bring him down at the 25-yard line.
First and 10 from the iron, 25.
And the tackle was by Deshaun Carter for the Grizzlies. Mortiz back to pass, quick pass. Able to get it to Travis. He tried to break a tackle, or Stafford, but couldn't get away. First down, Pittsburgh Steel.
I thought for sure Stafford was about to break another one there, but defensive back was able to hog tie the legs and get him down to the ground.
Set back, 3 wide receivers for the Steel. Mortiz hands off the lot. Tried to get back inside, but number 90 had other plans there for Zach Lott, brought down by Luke Weideman.
Second and 9 from the
So 2nd and 9 for the steal. Got Lott in the offset to the right. Mortiz back to pass. Pump fakes, throws it to Lott. Lott not able to break a tackle there. Not able to gain a yard either. Zach Lott's normally good turning something into or turning nothing into something, but the Grizzlies, they know that, and they hold on, bringing them down. Mortiz back to pass again, throws a quick pass, and number 28 for the Grizzlies jars the ball loose. That time it was Amon Lukens, cornerback for the Grizzlies, knocking the pass out of Kevin Vance's hand.
It's really nice.
So the Pittsburgh.
Really nice tight coverage. You attack the hands and knock the ball down.
So the Pittsburgh still back to punt. Get him down inside the 15. Fitzgerald makes the first man miss, but the second guy was able to bring him down there. 1st and 10 for the Grizzlies on their own 15-yard line.
The coverage there by the steal and kind of forced New York to start behind their own 20. You have significantly less chance of the wording I'm trying to. Your chances of scoring if you're starting behind your own 20 are significantly less than if you were in front of your own 20.
I can agree there, absolutely. Wagner back to pass. Quick pass to their other tight end, number 46, able to grab a first down. That was number 46, Dale Burke. It's not a star player for the Grizzlies, but definitely made a play there. Not the best numbers you would want to see from the quarterback in the playoffs, but Wagner's been doing a pretty decent job there over the middle, almost picked off as I praised him. Threw a dangerous pass there, and Abdul Hodge tried to make the best of it, but couldn't hold on.
Second and 10 from your Grizzlies.
That's what I was saying, for Wagner not to be a starting quarterback for the Grizzlies, he's done an excellent job managing this offense, keeping them in the game. Wagner back to pass, brought down quickly by Mike Ripley. I don't know why I keep saying that, but it works.
Yeah, Mike Ripley is able to make a really nice move and get off the block and, again, get home and bring down Josh Wagner in the backfield.
So we got single back 4 wide receivers for the Grizzlies, expecting pass, which it is. Quick pass across the middle and wide open. We have Jefferson Fitzgerald getting them out of danger, grabbing a first down for him. 1st and 10, New York Grizzlies on their own 46-yard line.
They say the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. We're seeing it. Still remain in cover 2, and Fitzgerald is making them pay, giving them the same result every time, splitting the safeties with the post route, getting the big first down.
And this time it was a quick out route, back to the out route, and back to Deshaun Smith, able to bring it in. And just like that, Josh Wagner has over 200 yards passing, but unfortunately has 2 interceptions in this game as well.
They're losing the takeaway differential right now by 1, but those 2 interceptions are way bigger than just 1 point in the point differential, or the wow.
That was a big hit again by Kazuya Iron Fist Wakamastsu. Almost took the handoff for Reyes, but tackled him as soon as he got it.
Big fan.
That's some quick feet. That's some quick feet for that defensive end.
Really quick feet. He's a long and strong defensive end and makes running backs and quarterbacks alike pay. Big fan of Iron Fist.
Wagner there, he's able to thread the needle there to Deshaun Smith. It almost looked like it was going nowhere, but he put it only where Deshaun Smith could catch the ball. What a pass.
Yeah. Saw the window and said, hey, I'm going to put this right in the window. And my hat goes off to the Grizzly offensive line for holding the line of scrimmage and giving Wagner the time he needed to make that throw.
Wagner again. This time we got an in route. Looks like that was to Fitch. No, that was to Deshaun Smith again.
Smith on a nice little crossing route here. Wagner identifies the linebackers dropping in coverage and says, hey, I need to get this ball out now if you want to get anything out of this. And he's able to dump it down to Smith for a gain of 5 on the play.
I formation, hands off to Reyes, but taken down. But Reyes was still able to grab a few yards there.
Number 96 with the tackle.
With Mike Ripley with the tackle there.
3rd and 3 from the iron 30-yard line.
So we got a double tight end, single back formation. Went pass, and the ball went whirly on him. 4th and 3 for the New York Grizzlies. This time the Grizzlies, instead of punting, they are in Pittsburgh's 30-yard line, so they're bringing out Jeffery Davis, which would be about a 45-yard field goal. And 47 yards, and short leg Jeffery Davis, he gets it for him. So now out of nowhere, we got the New York Grizzlies leading in this game 17-14 over the Pittsburgh Steel. I think the story so far of this game is Wagner is able to drag, well, not drag, but bring the Grizzlies downfield. And once the offense fizzles out, they got Davis to put points on the board for them.
Just taking advantage of the opportunities that you're given. Now, I think the Grizzlies benefited earlier in this game from better play calling in the red zone, but they're not necessarily hurt by that. They are able to capitalize on their field position and their ability to get into the red zone because Davis is so good. But I think if they were to make some adjustments in this half, still here with a quarter and 54 seconds, they have an opportunity to make those changes and get more points on the board every time they possess the ball. There's going to be a handoff here to Lott. He's going to gain 2 yards on the play.
And another big story here is, with the Grizzlies kept on winning, even though their star quarterback, Malcolm Mitterbrooks, being hurt. So that's a big hats off to the Grizzlies defense by keeping them in games, allowing their offense still to score points. Absolutely. As their defense makes a big play there in the backfield.
Say, Eddie, offense wins games, but defense wins championships.
Absolutely. In football, defense always wins championships. Absolutely.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
So at the end of the 3rd quarter, we have the Grizzlies leading the Pittsburgh Steel 17-14. And they got their first lead of the game here in the 3rd quarter, leading now going into the 4th quarter.
Watch your side! Watch your side!
3rd and 10 for the Pittsburgh Steel. They are in an offset back, 4 wide receivers. Zach Lott down there to the bottom of your screen. Mortiz back to pass. Throws a gun. Almost picked off trying to get to Nagy there. But the defense of the Grizzlies was there waiting for that pass. So we got Fletcher back to receive and kick the punt. Looks like another high one for Fletcher. This time Fitzgerald tries to take it, almost breaks a tackle. But we have the Pittsburgh Steel there to stop that return from going any further. So 1st and 10 for the New York Grizzlies. With good field precision for the Grizzlies on their own 49-yard line.
1st and 10.
Wagner back to pass. Out route to Fitzgerald. And again, Fitzgerald wants to get more yards, but his arm just can't get the ball there, so it forces Fitzgerald to fall down. Either way, 5 yards gain, 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 from the iron 46-yard line.
Now their Grizzlies are in a weak eye formation. Wagner trying to draw him off sides again. Back to pass. Swing route to Reyes, and again, not going anywhere. That time it was Morgan McDaniel with the big hit there in the backfield.
2 yards on the play.
Another situation of coverage dictating what's going on, what the offense does. Is looking to go downfield. There's nothing there, so they have to check it down. And, well, Pittsburgh Steel the rally and squash any attempt to get more yardage.
And the Grizzlies there with an empty set shotgun across the middle there to R.J. Castillo. And again, Wagner, his arm must be getting a little tired. He's throwed it a little low, but Castillo is able to grab the ball for another 3-yard gain. But brings it to 4th and 2 for the Grizzlies, and they have to punt it off to the Steel. P.D. Sanchez lets the ball go into the end zone. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Pittsburgh Steel on their own 20-yard line.
A lot of time left here in this 4th quarter. I don't expect the Steel to change much other than maybe try and get hot going here in this possession.
Mortiz back to pass. Quick out route to, I believe that was Jordan Nagy, and then brought down by Jay Coker for the New York Grizzlies.
Look at the stats here. The big differential is that TD stat. Ortiz has 2 touchdowns versus Wagner's 2 interceptions, and we've been to it a couple times in this game. New York's inability to score in the red zone really hurting him.
Mortiz with a deep pass, almost intercepted there by Bo Bacon, but he couldn't hold on when he hit the ground. Had Stafford deep, Travis Stafford, but Mortiz couldn't get the ball there.
He can make it a heck of a play. Completely touched out for that one.
So offset single back formation for the Steel. Almost sacked, but Mortiz able to get it away. And again, that's Jordan Nagy with a reception. 1st and 10 for the Pittsburgh Steel.
1st down, iron. 1st and 10.
So the Pittsburgh Steel trying to gather a drive here. It's 1st and 10 on their own 42-yard line. Single back formation. Looks like they have a bunch in the tight end spot. Hand off to Zach Lott, and that was going nowhere. Brought down by Bob Owens. I believe Bob Owens was season 3's best safety of the year. And he's showing why. He didn't get that honors this year, but doesn't mean he's not a good safety. Mortiz back to pass. Quick pass over the middle and threads the needle there to Travis Stafford.
Unbelievable throw here. Ortiz, he drops back, sees the opportunity, throws, and like you said, Eddie, threads the needle between the 2 safeties. Not 100% sure I'd be okay with throwing that ball, but he's got the confidence in his arm and his ability. Hard to him.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I wouldn't throw it between Bo Bacon or Bob Owens, but Mortiz did it. And just like you said earlier, that's why we're in the booth and they're down there playing. A little bit of a wild ball there by Mortiz to Kevin Vance. So incomplete pass. That means it's 2nd and 10. But the Pittsburgh Steel is now in the Grizzlies territory on the Grizzlies 38-yard line. Offset single back through wide receivers with a toss. but that was not going anywhere. We got Frederick in the backfield, 90 for the Grizzlies in the backfield, 28 for the Grizzlies in the backfield. They say Luke Whiteman made the play, but that was a play well made by the majority of the Grizzlies defense. We got an offset single back. We got a bunch set toward the top of the screen, and Mortiz is changing the play at the line. Got a pass, deep drop. Almost had a man, but Mortiz put a little too much arm behind that one.
Oh, 5-step drop, looking for that long ball. A little bit of pressure, and I think the pressure affected his throw. He just rifled that one down the field.
So we got Fletcher getting ready to punt the ball off to the Grizzlies with 6 minutes, 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter, with the New York Grizzlies leading 17-14 over the Pittsburgh Steel. Fitzgerald tried to make a play there, but he got him on the other side of the 20-yard line. So definitely a good thing Fitzgerald did there. He made a decision based off what he had, and I think it was a good one.
We're right where we want to be in this game. Let's keep plugging away.
So Wagner bringing his offense out. The Grizzlies line up in a single back formation. 2 receivers at the top of your screen. Wagner back to pass. Pressure coming, and he barely got that off with Mike Ripley being in the backfield again.
Second and
You be
10
ready out there.
from
You
your
hear me?
Grizzlies, 21-yard line.
So you got a single back formation, standard single back for the Grizzlies. Wagner heads it off to Reyes, which he's tackled in the backfield by Mo, and as well as Fuller tackle him in the backfield.
No money, Mo problems, and Mo's been a problem for the New York Grizzlies in this game. He's all over the field making tackles. Having a heck of a game.
So we got 4 wide receiver single back for Wagner, throws it, and he has Fitzgerald. It's a foot race, and Wagner and Thurman is able to bring Fitzgerald down after a long pass there. Grizzlies are definitely in a position to win this game.
Absolutely.
With that pass there.
Absolutely. The big part of it is Fitzgerald just making a really nice move, head fake on that post route, opens up a little bit of defense, their zone coverage, and Wagner able to deliver a perfect pass into the quiet space of that zone.
So the single back's working for the Grizzlies. They stay in it. Another pass play and another reception. This time, it's your boy, Sean Nicholson, with a hell of a catch.
Sean Nicholson comes open on this because Pittsburgh sends their strong safety on a blitz. Opens up to half the field because they're in cover 3. He's coming across. We're playing on that third of the field, doesn't see it, can't react in time. He's wide open for the catch.
They go back. Looks like a toss for the Grizzlies. And Reyes, instead of losing yards, is able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Tackle made by Foster. No gain on the play.
Brought down by James Solomon Foster.
Second and 10.
So this time the Grizzlies line up in an I formation. 1 wide receiver at the top of your screen, 2 tight ends. Maybe another run here, and it is. Hand off to Reyes. Gets a little bit of room. Able to gain 2 yards. This time brought down by Lance Thurman.
Lance Thurman playing from the cornerback position. Really impressed with this Pittsburgh cornerback core. They get involved in the run game.
So we got a 2-back shotgun formation, 3 wide receivers for the Grizzlies. And they hand off Reyes. and he loses a man in the backfield. Looks like Tucker thought it was going to be a pass play, and he was able to gain 4 yards, but 4th down for the Grizzlies.
First opportunity for us to take a look at a successful draw play from the Grizzlies. A situation that you would expect to pass, a 3rd and a passing down, and they run the draw play and almost break it for a big gain, if not a touchdown.
And sure leg Jeffery Davis brings the Grizzlies with a 6-point lead over the Pittsburgh Steel. Now Grizzlies leading 20-14.
This game absolutely could come down to whoever has the last possession.
Pittsburgh Steel gets the kickoff at the 1-yard line. Sanchez bringing and runs right into the defender. Not sure what Sanchez saw there, but number 53 for the Grizzlies, Mike Thomas, was able to shed that block and bring him down. So 1st and 10 for the Pittsburgh Steel, down by essentially a touchdown, 6 points, starting on their own 22-yard line. Mortiz back to pass. Quick pass to Kevin Vance, who was able to get him that time, but brought down even faster there by Bo Bacon. Mortiz back to pass again. Oh, almost caught by Travis Stafford, but knocked out by the Grizzlies' awesome safety core of Bob Owens and Bo Bacon. We have 2nd and 10 at the Pittsburgh Steel 38-yard line. We have the offset single back formation. Mortiz back to pass, hits some time this time, and throws a dart, this time connecting with Travis Stafford.
Travis Stafford kind of added to his resume for today's player of the game. He made some big plays, and that could be one of the biggest in this game as they get into the positive side of the field position.
That's right. Pittsburgh Steel 1st and 10 on the New York's 29-yard line. This time a toss to Zach Lott. Got the edge sealed, but Bob Owens was able to bring Zach Lott down there. So with the 2-minute warning, we have less than 2 minutes left in the game. The Grizzlies leading 20-14. This looks all but over for the Pittsburgh Steel, but it's a lot of time left, and they're driving right now, so let's see what happens. Mortiz back to pass, has some time, and was able to get it tipped away. That was Gerald Frederick from the linebacker position, tipping away that pass, which could have been a touchdown.
Gerald Frederick, we've talked about a couple times today, sideline to sideline. He just shows another example of how good he is in this Grizzly defense underneath the route and disrupting the pass lane.
Mortiz back to pass and quickly sacked. And I believe that's Cooter Jefferies again. Yes, Cooter Jefferies again for his 3rd sack of the game. So now 4th and 9, Pittsburgh Steel forced to go for it on the Grizzlies' 28-yard line. They're in an offset single back 4 wide receiver formation. Mortiz back to pass, pump fakes, gets rid of it, but that's not going to get you the 1st down. Travis Stafford getting visibly upset on the play call. But 1st and 10, New York Grizzlies.
Extremely uncharacteristic of Stafford. Think that he would know the situation and get beyond the sticks before he made that out cut. It was well short of the 1st down on that play.
So focus on running the clock out as they're in a weak eye formation, only tight ends. But Reyes not able to gain a yard. And just like that, Pittsburgh Steel calls a timeout. They have 2 timeouts left. Wagner has his offense in a single back formation, changing the play, presumably to a run, I would hope. Running back, off tackle to Reyes, gets a little bit of yards, gain of 6 yards, but then brought down by Mo and Lance Thurman.
This kind of pickup should be no problem for us.
So we have 3rd and 4 for the New York Grizzlies. In a strong eye formation, tight ends to the left, hands off to Reyes. Looked like he had some room, but we have Lance Foster and Iron Fist Wakamastsu breaking their blocks to get the tackle. 4th and 4 for the New York Grizzlies. With 1:10 left in the 4th quarter, the Grizzlies are going to punt. Almost blocked. P.D. Sanchez gets the ball at about the 33-yard line, brings it to about the 35-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 for the Pittsburgh Steel with about a minute left in the game.
Don't hold anything back.
It'll be a big possession here for the Steel.
1st and 10.
Yeah, a lot of people talk about the 2-minute offense. Let's see what the Pittsburgh Steel has for their 1-minute offense. See what they do. Single back for the Pittsburgh Steel. Mortiz back to pass. Only rushing 3 down linemen. Almost caught, but looks like it might have tipped off of the Grizzlies player's helmet there, so Stafford couldn't bring it in.
And New York playing a little conservatively. It looks like they're going to be playing prevent the remainder of this game. Just wanting to keep the Steel from having an opportunity to tie this game or even take.
Oh, missed the block, missed the tackle, I mean. So that gave Zach Lott the ability to gain 8 yards with 45 seconds left in the game with a hurry-up offense for the Pittsburgh Steel. Mortiz back to pass. Threads the needle to Travis Stafford. Another hurry-up offense here.
Stafford coming up big again. Steel, they're driving.
Pittsburgh Steel now in New York territory. And Mortiz gets the ball and spikes it to the ground to stop the clock at 24 seconds left in the game.
It'll be interesting to see what Pittsburgh draws up here. 24 seconds left. They had to lose it down
2nd and 10.
to stop the clock.
42 yards.
Expect them to try and stretch the field here on the first play back after the spike.
So we have an offset single back formation. Mortiz back to pass. Out route. There to Jordan Nagy. He's able to gain 4 yards there and stop the clock again.
We got 3rd and 6, 20 seconds left. Probably could expect them to go another short route, try and get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock, maybe play for a 4th and short. You can't discount the chance of a deep ball here.
Which it is a deep ball and has Travis Stafford inside the 10-yard line.
He was able to get out of bounds and stop the clock. He really stretched to get out of bounds. Bob Owens getting a touchdown-saving tackle and possibly saving the opportunity for New York to hang on to this game. 14 seconds left.
So we have 14 seconds left in the game. The next couple of plays is going to make and break who continues and who goes home. Mortiz back to pass. Throws tried to look like he threw a, can't think of the name of the route right now, but route to the sideline. A seam route, I think it's called. I can't think of what it's called right now.
It looked like he was trying to throw a fade route.
Fade route, there we go.
Go to the outside. All right, Eddie, I got you.
I appreciate it. That's why they got 2 of us in the booth.
That's right.
Mortiz back to pass again, spins away from a sack and throws a touchdown pass with 5 seconds left in the game. Travis Stafford again coming up huge, tying the game up 20-20 with 5 seconds left in the game. What a pass.
Yeah, a great move to buy time and just was a strike to Stafford. Now, everyone's going to think, hey, that's the play of the game. And I'm going to disagree. This play coming up, this PAT, this is the play of the game.
Reed Worthington with the point after touchdown. He has a short leg too, but is not quite like Davis's. It's up, and it's good. Pittsburgh still with another lead change, leading by 1 point, 21-20.
Big players step up in big games for big opportunities. And did the Pittsburgh Steel just punch their ticket for the opportunity to be, once again, NGFL champions?
That's right, Jimmy. Pittsburgh Steel, then the Richmond Renegades, winning the Season 1 NGFL championship as Fitzgerald tries to return it back, breaks a tackle with 1 second left in the game. Fitzgerald's brought down. It was brought down at the New York Grizzlies' 34-yard line. And I'm expecting the Grizzlies to throw up a prayer here. Formation, 3 receivers. Wagner short drop, throws it across the middle, and quickly taken down. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. We got the Pittsburgh Steel coming from behind in the fourth quarter with a hell of a play by Mortiz to win the game 21-20. Pittsburgh Steel punches their ticket to the NGFL championship. Travis Stafford with the player of the game and the game-winning touchdown, 8 receptions, 177 yards, 2 touchdowns, 22.1 yards per catch. Hell of a game for Travis Stafford. Definitely Harold Mortiz's favorite receiver in this game. Well, guys, thank you for watching this game. What an ending with 14 seconds left in the game, with the Pittsburgh Steel winning it 21-20. Good night, everybody.